Hello. Hello.
Hello.
Okay, just adjusting the mic. All right, I'm Charles Michael, and I'm making my return. Is Maine a long drive from here?
Oh, yeah.
I imagine it is. It's the northmost part. This piece was written on December 7th, 2024. This is called Destiny and Fate. After the divorce, I lived in Killeen, Texas, where I lived separate lives at my dad's house on Bastion Loop and at my mom's apartment at Copper Mountain Apartments on Bacon Ranch Road. I was a white middle-class suburbanite with prospects of starting up a business in adulthood and living out the American dream. Class divide was immaterial to me, and racism after the civil rights movement and that MLK guy we learned about in school, well, the only racism left was in those crazy fringe KKK guys, right? Oh, to be so naive in the late 2000s and early 2010s. I didn't think that I was racist. What 8-year-old would? I didn't have any negative thoughts toward any of my classmates who had darker skin than me. At least I didn't think so. From being told as a toddler by an aunt that the gypsies would kidnap me if I misbehaved, to learning a whitewashed, Christianized, Texas government-approved narrative of how Columbus sailed the ocean blue to have a calm Thanksgiving dinner with Squanto et al., I feel that at an early age I was deeply misinformed about race relations in America. Look at the cartoons on TV. Look, all the white kids and black kids are getting along with absolutely no issue at all. Listen to this music, The Temptations, The Four Tops, Smokey Robinson, Diana Ross, Sharon Jones, The Roots. We love black music. To be fair, we are talking about really good cartoons and music. All I knew beyond that was that it's not nice to hurt other people's feelings just because they look different, and no deeper reason was ever involved. There was a black girl, maybe a few years my senior, who would sometimes come to visit me back when I was visiting Dad's house. She wasn't from my school, but I guess Dad invited her in because it's the Christian thing to do. He'd invite a well-concealed vampire if it were the Christian thing to do. I think her name was Destiny. I don't think we were close as friends, and I think I only saw her 3 times at most. One thing I remember the most about Destiny was that whether she was being facetious or it was some deeply rooted internalized racism that neither I nor her could have recognized, she often made remarks at her own expense. The clearest example I have of this is when we were probably snacking on something and a bit of food fell to the ground. Destiny dropped to the floor and ate it. "Black people eat stuff off the ground," she said. Well, she must be right. Here she is demonstrating it. And my dad isn't there to say that's wrong, the bastard. My grandma's probably thinking, look at little Charles playing with the neighborhood girls. My sister was probably too young to remember this. Mom moved us to Abilene, Texas in October 2011. I was a 4th grader at Austin Elementary School, and with a brand new diagnosis of Asperger's syndrome, call it what it really is, autism, and a penchant for being really bad at communicating, I was bound to start getting bullied. I never noticed the ways my peers would bully me until middle school, but as I reevaluate these memories, the more I resent everyone and everything that happened to me at school. One day as we were having our 15-minute outside time that the system dubs recess, 2 little pieces of shit were eating goldfish crackers, and 1 or 2 fell to the ground. Here's me at the wrong place in the wrong time, a target waiting for bullies to aim at me. Hey, Charles, you want to eat that? No. Why not? 'Cause I'm not black. Unequivocally, that was a racist remark, and I was told it was repeatedly. My mom even got phone calls from the school about it. She didn't even sign my folder that week. The school, my mom, and I all got tangled up in this whole racist remark business. It wasn't just inconvenient. It wasn't even completely my fault. In my mind, I was just repeating what Destiny, a black girl, had said to me. But it still wasn't right. I don't remember apologizing. It was such a huge misunderstanding anyways. It's too late to apologize now. 13 years may have caused most of the participants in this story to forget it happened. Why do I still feel bad about it? White guilt, probably. White guilt is stupid. Whites don't like feeling guilty, and non-whites don't like being patronized. The answer is actually much more complicated than that, but I haven't gotten there yet. I would like to think I've eschewed my past racism. The best I suppose I can do now is attempt to educate people about the pervasiveness of systemic, institutionalized, quiet racism. Part of it, I think, is owning up to my past mistakes, acknowledging how wrong it was to say such a thing, and taking to heart the hard but extremely valuable life lesson that comes out of it.